starting off on the Junkrat at first. I think I want just about everyone either to come through this middle door, but probably this left door, realistically. Sombra's gonna be up there. You can come up here too, just in case there's any surprises. Make sure we check our corners, make sure it's safe up here before we proceed too far. Last thing we need is a Reaper tearing up our back line whenever we're trying to push. Okay, so once it's clear, there may or may not be people up here. There's people up there. Go ahead and spam. That's fine. But basically, our entire team, our tanks, we're gonna have an Orisa D.Va. We're gonna be coming up through here. I'm okay if you want to come behind them, or you can also make that jump from there. Whatever you feel like. But basically, our first goal is to clear this high ground up here in this area, and also over here too. So if there's a torp turret right there, go ahead and make sure that gets taken care of. If there's a soldier over there, I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm gonna have our D.Va go ahead and dive the McCree soldier in with this high ground over there. So. Okay. So once that's clear, our next once we're 100% clear, then our next bet is going to be to put the Orisa shield somewhere right about here, and Orisa and D.Va are both going to go down here. But I'm going to have you and Mercy stay up here and just spam from up here. You can kind of pick your angles, pick your poison. I don't know if you can get in here, can you? Oh yeah, I guess you could. Okay, well, so basically just spam in here, spam over here. You're gonna have the Mercy damage boost on you, so you should be able to get your ultimate, I would say, pretty fairly quickly if you're getting some nice shots in there. Yeah, Lock and Mercy for this first part. Once we get that Sombra EMP built up, our tanks are going to be farming the health pack down there, Orisa and D.Va. Sombra and Reaper are probably going to be somewhere on this backside opposite of us, farming a health pack, and also Sombra's going to be flanking in there and getting ult charge just off tanks, axe, whatever. So just listen for the signal whenever Sombra, gives the heads up. The guy's got EMP. Like 5 seconds, we're diving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We just all jump in here and just make it rain. Junkrat style. Okay. So that's that. GG. First point. If that doesn't work, same thing. We can either come through here. I'm okay with that. But I do want us to kind of start coming through here because it's a little more safe. Doesn't have a really direct view of the point. I mean, there's sort of a view right here. Once you come out here, you can sneak in over here. So either way, anyway, that's our next point is to come over here on this side. And to control this whole area, the hydroponics lab part of the map. So we're gonna have that hacked. Maybe that hacked also. Maybe this one too. I don't know. We'll hack a couple, right? So Sombra's gonna start over here, but I do kind of want her to be on the other side, just keeping them on their toes. Reaper as well. So Sombra Reaper will be opposite of us wherever we are. So if we're on this side for our second push, go ahead and do your Junkrat things. Just spam your balls in there. You get a health pack if you're low. Actually, I guess one thing I do want to add is if you do have Riptire for that first fight, I think I'm okay with you using it. So if you hear an EMP go off, go ahead and I'm okay with that. If you don't have it, then don't worry about it. Just want to add that to our first push. Okay, so like I said, second push, we're over here. We're doing damage. Mercy, power boosting you. If you don't have your Riptide, you probably have it by now. Sombra's still working on her EMP charge. Keep farming. I do think if Sombra's close to her ultimate, I'm okay with you letting the Riptide go here. Maybe getting a kill or two there. And then we'll push on that and we'll EMP if we need to. But yeah, with the Mercy damage boost, hopefully you should be getting quite a few ults this game, I hope. Okay, so that's second point, or second push. If that doesn't work, we just go back to the same thing as we did the first point. Everyone's up here. You know, you're right here, tanks are down there, tanks are farming the health pack. You know, if we don't switch our comp. If we switch our comps, then obviously we'll take, it'll be a little bit different, but you know, just same thing, just alternate between these two sides for attack. Okay, so for defense, or no, sorry, for second point, sorry. Second point, I do want our first push to be up here, so we're gonna have the Orisa shield, you know, sort of right here. Depending on where the enemy, if they're right here, I'm gonna go ahead and spam them here. Take care of that. I really want us to clear this whole right side of the map. With Junkrat out there, it shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. But if you get someone low over here, D.Va and Reaper, at least we might have a Reaper for this first push if he's got or if he's close to ult. If he's already used it or if he's low on ult, we're gonna have the 76 be up here. So he'll help you with damage up here. You know, once we get this whole side clear, then we can kind of start maybe pushing this way. Get set up with our shield right here, and just spam here, back here if the enemy's back there. Just kind of spam where they're at. You know what to do, Junkrat style. Yeah, like I said, hopefully we'll have the shield right here. Once we get a pick or two, or if we get the EMP going, we can drop down a point and make things happen.
There we go.
This skin looks a lot like the London Spitfire, at least his gun. Just kind of throwing me off a little bit. Okay. So yeah, that's that. That's our first push. Second push, I either want us to come through middle, but you know, probably come through here. This room. If we still have the Sombra, we're gonna go ahead and hack that. Hack the health pack. Spam here, keep farming. Same thing, just make sure there's no one gets behind us though. Because a lot of times you'll see like if the enemy's playing like right here and we end up going through here, there's like a brief second where we can't really see them coming behind us. A lot of times you'll see like a Roadhog or a Reaper, sometimes even a Junkrat maybe coming behind us. So when we first come in here, try and keep an eye on both doors, right? Keep an eye there, keep an eye there. If someone gets too out of position, you know, go ahead and try and push on them. Otherwise, just keep spamming from here. And whenever, I mean, I'm okay with leading in with the Junkrat ult, but it's a little bit tricky. Junkrat ult, I feel like works better whenever the team's already engaged in a team fight. So like, let's say like everyone dives and then go ahead and pop the ult. It's just too easy to get shot down, I feel like, if we lead off with the Junkrat tire. But that's up to you. you want to try and go for those 2 picks and get us going, then great. Okay. That's pretty much it for this one. Just keep an eye on this back door too. I'm okay if you want to hang out on this backside and just farm from here. We'll have the Orisa obviously probably set up like right about here, spamming. But I do kind of want you to keep an eye on her. If she gets like dove by like 5 people, you're gonna probably need to help out a little bit. So. Okay, so that's that. If that doesn't work, I do want us to push middle. I do want us to keep switching. So I want us to push up here, maybe up here, and then through middle. We'll get the Orisa shield set up like right about here, just so we're touching point, just so they have to commit to the point. High ground, I wouldn't worry too much about the high ground, unless we'll have soldier and we'll have diva up here to help out with that. But if they do need your help, then maybe you can jump up there and help out too. But I feel like majority of the fight's going to be here with you, Orisa, and our 2 supports, probably somewhere right back here, kind of just peeking back and forth between healing and hiding. So obviously we'll scoot the shield a little bit closer as we start advancing. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. The attack's pretty straightforward on this map. There's not really too much you can do. Like obviously, like I said, just go through here and go through this side here, or go through the middle. So that's all there is to it. But let's pick a different side every time if we need to. Like if we get it the first time, then don't worry about it. But each time we fail in a team fight, just pick a different side. Just follow the tanks. Wherever the tanks want to go, just listen to them. Okay. So that's it for attack. Defense.
This bomb's for you.
I do like the idea of holding up here on defense. But we'll have the Orisa shield somewhere, right about here, keeping everybody safe. A Reaper's going to be right about here. I do want them to use these stairs on the left side.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
So we're going to have our diva right here calling out where they're going, because we can't really see from that angle there. The diva's right here saying, oh, they're going up high ground stairs, or they're going, mega health back below. So the first situation is we're going to assume they're going to go upstairs on the high ground, right? So if they're not checking their corners, we'll have a Reaper right here, put a few shotgun shells in him, and then he'll back over here to our shield, and then just keep fighting from here. Obviously, if they take stairs, that's better for you, because you can obviously spam while they're coming up the stairs. Okay, don't do that. No, I do want you over here. Okay, behind the shield. That's safe. We get a few picks there, then we can push, back here and finish off anyone else who's left. Right. Okay, so that's that. Ideally, we want them to come up here because, narrow area is good for Junkrat spam and good for Reaper too. It's good for just everybody on the team. But if Diva calls out, hey, they're going below, then that's kind of our cue to just jump down. Put the shield somewhere right about here, and just spam in here. If you want to come back here, I'm okay with that too. Don't be too risky, but maybe save that mine to get away. Maybe you just do the primary fire and save that second mine for an escape. So, if Diva calls out that they're going below, our Reaper that we're going to have right here, he's going to flank automatically, right? So he's coming down here. He's got the shotguns. He's going bang, bang, bang. You can come down here too. You can get your... If they're all in here, that should be pretty easy for us to kill them here. So, if they come on this side, we should have that pretty secure. Pretty easily. So eventually they're going to end up coming this side. Just... bam if you have to. if they end up going outside, we're just gonna have to drop down the point and just take the fight to him. You know, right here.
It's all for you.
Okay, if you want to be a little creative on your positioning here. I feel like Junkrat, he's got the mobility now, so he's probably okay. But
Oh,
you know,
just leave this here.
he can get out of most situations.
Fire in the hole.
His tire's on crack. Okay. Alright. But yeah, that's that. I mean, ideally, we want them to come through this side because I feel like we have a really strong advantage if they do. But I think they're going to get the hint sooner or later that they're going to have their success on this side if they have any success at all. So. Okay, that's first point. Second point. Second point, we're probably gonna start off with the Orisa, just because I do want to have the shield up here. So we're gonna have a shield set up right about here. I do want us to control this left side of the map again. I feel like this is the best side to hold right here. Obviously, they come through this little doorway here. Junkrat spam is really strong here. As our team knows, we've died to Junkrats here I don't know how many times.
Well, that's a good spot.
So just spam here. Basically, keep them off the high ground, and if we can get some kills, that's great. If not,
Time to jam the water.
I think we're okay. So we're gonna have our Reaper probably right here, so in case someone gets trapped in your trap right there. Should be a free Reaper kill. He can kind of come back behind our shield, be safe. Yeah. That's that. We just gotta watch out for people coming under, where we don't really have any eyes underneath. So if there's like tracers or someone wants to be sneaky, no, we'll have a hit scan up here. We're gonna start with Reaper if we don't have time to switch. But if we did time to switch, we'll have the 76 up there, or 76 back here behind the shield. So that's up there. But they really shouldn't be able to come through here. Even if they have like double shields, we have an Orisa spam right here. We have Soldier spam, Zenyatta spam, you know, Diva spam. We have a lot of spam up here. We should be able to hold them if they come over here. If they come through this backside over here, basically we're gonna shift the shield. The shield will be kind of this way now. And you can spam over there. We're gonna have to jump down eventually, so the shield might not always be here. Whenever we jump down, I do want our tanks and our Junkrat, which would be you, to jump down and contest. So you can kind of figure out like a safe spot to be, spam also, but close to point in case you need to contest, right? But just be somewhat close. Put the traps out there. Just yeah, Junkrat stuff. All right. Okay. Same thing if they go middle. If they go middle, you know, we could spam for a minute or for a second or two up here, but then we're gonna have to jump down sooner or later to contest, and then we'll just have to trust our soldier and our Zen up here to give us a lot of DPS from the high ground, and we'll have to trust that, you know, Junkrat and Orisa and Diva can manage from the low ground, and Mercy is gonna be flying, you know, back and forth between you guys, so make sure. Well, you'll be down here, so don't worry about that. But I guess even if you wanted to stay down here, that's probably fine too. I mean, you can still spam up here just as easy. Right? Still spam from the middle just as easy. And you also have a view of if they come down here also. So. Yeah, you know, maybe you stay. Maybe I'm okay with you staying out here if you want to.
Stop me if you hear this one Jammed it
But
on.
if it's too isolated, you know, you can always come up here. Yeah, too. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for defense. I think that covers everything. This map's pretty straightforward. Nothing too fancy about this map. So, let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, see you next time.
Fire